Welcome everybody, Fox Rose here, and today is the day for my next big countdown. Now, no one really left any suggestions in the comment section below, which that would have been really helpful, hint hint, but yeah. So what I'm gonna do this time is something a bit different. Last time I did anime and video games. Well, this time I'm just doing video games. Now, with that said, the topic this time is top 10 favorite video game franchises. Now, let me be clear. Franchise, meaning that as long as it involves a specific set of characters, it qualifies. That means even shitty sequels, such as, well, I'm not going to spoil, but if said shitty games in the future of that franchise were made, they still count as that franchise. And if I've never played a specific franchise, it is not on this list, so keep that in mind. Also, if it is a prequel of any kind of franchise leading to the next one, that counts as the same franchise. With those grounds laid out, let's get started.
Infinite power.
Kicking off our list at number 10, we have the Disgaea franchise. Why did I pick Disgaea? Well, that's actually a good question, because Disgaea is a JRPG sort of game mixed in with kind of a... I don't know how to explain it other than it's Final Fantasy, but not Final Fantasy, at least to me. I mean, it's stylized in a way that anyone can pick up and play, but it's hard enough to the point where if you want to challenge yourself and learn everything about the game, it's there so that you could do that. But this game goes a little farther if you ask me, and no, I'm not just doing that because what's on the screen. This game is over-the-top anime bullshit. And let's face it, if you've been on the channel long enough, you know I'm a huge fan of anime. So, what makes me like this? Well, the over-the-top visuals, the anime-style story, and just the overall gameplay. I mean, it's easy to play, it's fun to play. Something that's hard to see in games these days, and it's just something unique that you don't really see all that often anymore. Personally, if they made more games like this, I'd buy more, but they don't make too many like this anymore, or at all for that matter. So Disgaea, the franchise itself, is at number 10 on my list.
Infinite power.
Number 9 on my list is something that I cherish deeply because I had a PS1 growing up, and this isn't the first game I ever played, but in this series, it had one of the first games I ever beaten. This game series is Crash Bandicoot. And I know right now I'm gonna get flagged for people saying like, dude, why do you have the new Crash Bandicoot as the person and not any footage? For starters, Crash Bandicoot is very hard to get footage of due to the fact that there's no PS3 copies that I own. And I can't find my PlayStation 1 copies right now, and I'm not gonna just use $15 to buy the games on the PSN store because I have them. That, and I don't have any way of recording any PS2 footage because those are the only ones I can find right now. So, yeah, that's why there's no footage, and I just have Crash Bandicoot right there. Now, I love this game because well, everyone knows why you would love this game. It's a platformer. It's got good comedy. The characters are made really well. And to be honest, it's just a well-rounded game. Like, there's nothing wrong with it that's noticeable. I mean, sure, there's crazy stuff that happens all the time in Crash Bandicoot. But this is one of those games that I think that it got good, it got great, and then it just died down and became crap. Kind of like another series that I know of that started out on PlayStation 1. I wonder who that could be. But anyways, Crash Bandicoot, the franchise as a whole, including the shitty remakes and sequels and everything, is number 9 on my top 10 favorite video game franchises for those reasons.
Infinite power.
You all saw this coming. Don't say that you didn't. Okay, we good? We're good. Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry is easily one of my favorites for these following reasons. Devil May Cry, the franchise, is always about Dante and some kind of crazy mission that he's been given. The only exception to this is, well, Devil May Cry 4, which is really the last time we see Dante, badass Dante, not faggot Dante, in the DMC remake. But anyways, Devil May Cry is a hack-and-slash game with guns, swords, and lots of demons and evil asshole bosses to kill. Devil May Cry, the whole series, is full of just a ton of bosses that are oversized and need to be taken down and pegged one too many. Full of over-the-top combat, insane visuals, and perhaps some of the best, well, story that you can get out of a game like this. It's still a great series, and I can't deny that. I mean, every time they add something newer and better to the franchise, and each series has their own exclusive weapons. For example, Devil May Cry 3 has Cerberus, the ice nunchuck things. Devil May Cry 1 has a flippin' grenade launcher. Devil May Cry 4 has Devilbringer from Nero. There's no real difference with these things, but it just shows that it's a great series on its own. And Devil May Cry doesn't get as much love as it should, but hey, what are you gonna do? But yeah, for those reasons, Devil May Cry is perhaps one of my best and most favorite video game franchises. And by the way, the only one that I haven't beaten is the second one, so if you're not fans of that one, good, I'm on your side.
Infinite power.
So yeah, next one I'm probably going to be hated over. Only because, well, Devil May Cry fans have probably played this game franchise too, so that's why. The next one is No More Heroes. Don't know what that is? Well, first off, what the hell is wrong with you? Seriously, what is wrong with you? Second of all, No More Heroes is probably the best mature franchise that's ever come out of Nintendo. And no, I'm not just saying that. I mean, yeah, The Legend of Zelda is pretty good, and Pokemon sometimes touches some dark concepts, there's no denying that, but No More Heroes is the only true mature game. What do I mean by that? Well, just go and watch Rabid Luigi. Yeah, I'll put his channel link in the description. He's doing a Let's Play of, I believe it's No More Heroes, Desperate, not Desperate Struggle, Heroes Paradise. It's the PS3 remake for the first game. Seriously, go watch. I'm not even joking. I will make sure you watch the stupid thing. I will put an annotation on my screen just so you watch. And no, I'm not joking. I actually will. If you don't just go over to the channel and go. Please. Rabid Luigi is a good guy who does great top 10 lists and, well, Let's Plays. And he's quite the comedian, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, No More Heroes. A series that, if you don't want an explanation from me, go and just watch what the game is about. You'll learn perfectly well what it is just from his Let's Play.
Infinite power.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my first PS2 series that I completely beat on the PlayStation 2. And I own the PS3 copy now, so I love this series. Ladies and gentlemen, Ratchet Clank. Ratchet Clank is perhaps the only shooter slash platformer that I like. Yeah, for those of you who care, I'm not putting Jak and Daxter on this list. Sorry, but Ratchet Clank means so much to me. This series has been a staple of my childhood, a lot of the challenges I faced as a gamer, and it really tested me. I mean, the one game that I could beat over and over and over again is the sequel to the original game, Going Commando. I had all the weapons, and I got every upgrade, every item, everything. But Ratchet & Clank is just one of those series that, if you play it, there's not really much to explain. It's just a game that's there. It's been there for years. It's just something that if you've ever played and you've ever got the chance to watch someone play, it's a good game. I mean, yeah, the Ratchet & Clank Future series was okay. I mean, it was a good break from the spin-offs they had going there, like Ratchet Deadlocked and Secret Agent Clank. And then that one PSP game that got to PS2, Size Matters, I think. But it's still a good series. I mean, Into the Nexus wasn't complete shit. I mean, it was a challenge. Maybe. I mean, they added new mechanics, that's all I'm gonna say. But, yeah. Not a bad series, and story is done very well, especially in the Future series. But yeah, Ratchet & Clank's just one of those games that I'm going to love for as long as they keep going. And when the movie does eventually come out, I am going to watch it. I'm serious, I am going to watch the movie. Because this is a series that I flipping love and adore. I'm just not going to ditch it. So yeah, Ratchet & Clank. The dynamic duo that saves the galaxy countless times, again and again and again. And one of the best games ever. Goodbye. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is the first half.